Thank you, Mr. Speaker, to the family, to my colleagues. We are all colleagues here, no doubt. But there's that small group of us that are a posse of friends, true friends, the ones that you call when we're not on the floor, the ones that in our delegation that you ask to cover your back if you can't be there. Dick had the 8th largest district. I had the 9th. We both had 3 counties. That's a very small delegation between central Pennsylvania. I know Jerry and I share Blair County. Jerry and Dick shared Bedford County at one point. I do disagree with the gentleman from Blair County about being a pleasure to sit beside him. When I came in as a freshman and sat in front of him, the harassment that I had to endure as the new guy. As a freshman, I was told I keep my mouth shut and just listen and do what is told. We had some great times. We had especially some fun times after the house would shut down for the day, and we would all, a group of us, hang out in the office and tell stories. Dick was very territorial of the old school. You don't come into my district uninvited. And being the fact that we split some areas, my mother is actually from the little town of Colmont and is a couple years older, and Dick actually graduated with my aunt. I've known of Dick Hess for decades. Actually, one of the first campaigns I worked on as a Huntington County Republican Committee person in my early 20s while I was in college was working the polls that election day for Dick. People in our area didn't have tough campaigns, Sam Hayes and Dick Hess, and I really wasted my day. People wouldn't even take the literature because I know Dick, I don't need that. But I would harass him. I mean, when you're a politician in a rural area, you are a local celebrity. You don't have to share the limelight with a huge delegation. You're in the paper constantly. But when you just want to go out to eat with your family, and as we all know, you'll get a dozen people coming over with a tax question or something. Since I live so close to the Fulton and Bedford County line, I found it much easier to slip over to Bedford Springs. And oftentimes I would call Dick and say, "Hey Dick, I'm at a dinner in your district. They're wondering where you are." And then I wouldn't answer the phone when he would call back. So those are some of the things that we would do. I certainly will miss him. My hat's off to Shirley, who as well was a representative of that district and took that post seriously and with dignity. And to Jeff and the family and the grandchildren. I had only met the grandchildren a couple of times, but I think I knew just about as much of them as anyone else, just from the stories from the late nights sessions. And to the staff. You know, he had a long-term staff. Our staffs work together, and I know truly there's a hole in their heart. So rest in peace, my friend Dick.